Welcome, everyone. Let us dive straight into the action with the latest in college tennis news. The bracket is officially set for the 2026 MEAC Tennis Championships, and North Carolina Central University has secured the number 4 seed. The Eagles are ready to defend their home turf in Cary, taking on Delaware State in the opening round as they look to climb the ladder toward that championship trophy.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Moving over to the OVC, we have a massive spotlight on individual excellence as Southeast Missouri State University celebrates 2 of its own. Both Bajorek and Mayerova have officially earned All-OVC honors, proving they are forces to be reckoned with on the court this season. Stay tuned as we track their continued impact on the conference rankings. In the Big East, the Villanova men's tennis team faced a tough battle against Georgetown, ultimately falling in a challenging 6-1 decision. Despite the loss, sophomore Evan Anku secured his first-ever conference singles victory, providing a spark of momentum for the Wildcats as they pivot their focus toward the high-stakes pressure of the upcoming Big East tournament. Finally, the IUP women's tennis team is making headlines after earning a prestigious spot in the initial NCAA Atlantic Region rankings. With an impressive 11-match winning streak and a dominant 12-1 regional record, the Crimson Hawks are positioning themselves as serious postseason contenders. If you want to keep up with all these updates, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon for all the latest coverage. The stakes have never been higher for the NCCU Eagles as they prepare to defend their home turf. The official bracket for the 2026 MEAC Women's Tennis Championships has finally dropped, and North Carolina Central has locked in the number 4 seed. With the tournament set to take over Cary Tennis Park from April 23rd to the 25th, the pressure is officially on. The Eagles closed out their regular season with a respectable 9-9 overall record, and while a 4-2 standing in conference play shows grit, those losses to Norfolk State and Howard prove that the competition this year is absolutely fierce. It is a classic underdog narrative coming to life. On Thursday morning, April 23rd at 8 a.m., NCCU kicks off their postseason run against the number 5 seed, Delaware State. Now, don't let that seed fool you. The Eagles dominated the Hornets in their last meeting, sweeping them clean at the MEAC Roundup. However, as any athlete will tell you, tournament tennis is a completely different beast. Past results are just memories once you step onto the court. The winner of that clash gets a brutal reward, a date with the top-seeded Morgan State Bears, who are waiting comfortably in the semifinals after a well-deserved bye. Meanwhile, the rest of the bracket is looking just as intense. Morgan State and Norfolk State have been battling at the top all season long, with Norfolk ultimately snagging the 2nd seed despite sharing the regular season title. They face a dangerous Coppin State squad in the opening round, while 3rd-seeded Howard squares off against South Carolina State in a matchup you won't want to miss. It is going to be a whirlwind of back-and forth volleys and high-stakes tiebreakers leading up to the final championship match on Saturday morning. Can the Eagles leverage their home court advantage to pull off an upset, or will the powerhouses from Morgan State and Norfolk continue their dominance? We want to hear your predictions in the comments below, so let us know who you think is taking home the trophy. And if you are craving more behind-the-scenes updates on NCCU athletics, make sure to head over to NCCU Eagle Pride.com. Stay tuned, because in tournament play, anything can happen in a single point. Ever wonder what it takes to leave your mark on a collegiate program? Today, we are celebrating excellence on the court as Southeast Missouri State University officially recognizes 2 of their standout tennis stars. Bajorek and Mayerova have just earned prestigious All-OVC honors, a massive achievement that highlights their grit, skill, and consistency throughout this grueling season. It is one thing to show flashes of brilliance, but to earn all-conference recognition, that is a different level of commitment entirely. These 2 have been absolute anchors for the Redhawks, battling through high-pressure match points and turning the tide in some of the most critical contests of the year. Watching their development has been nothing short of impressive, They represent the heart and soul of this roster. This isn't just about a trophy or a line on a resume. It's about the countless hours of practice and the mental toughness required to compete at such a high level. They've proven they can stand toe-to-toe with the best in the OVC, and honestly, they deserve every bit of this spotlight. If you have been following the SCMO tennis journey, you know this is a huge momentum boost heading into the postseason. So, make sure to hit that subscribe button to keep up with how far this team can go in the coming weeks. Greatness doesn't happen by accident, and for Bajorek and Mayerova, this is only the beginning. Tough days on the court happen to the best of us, and this past Saturday, the Villanova Wildcats men's tennis team learned that lesson the hard way in a 6-1 defeat to Big East rival Georgetown. As the regular season draws to a close, this result marks a challenging 0-4 run in conference play. But if you look past the final score, there is actually a much deeper story about resilience and mental grit here. Georgetown came out swinging, securing the doubles point early on with decisive wins on courts 1 and 3. Even though the match on court 2 featuring Quincy Jones and Jack Scherner was left unfinished, Villanova head coach Brad Adams was quick to praise the duo for the high level of tennis they displayed before play stopped. It is these moments of individual potential that keep a coach focused on the future, despite the overall scoreboard. When we moved into singles play, the Hoyas continued their clinical dominance, taking 5 out of 6 matches. It was a grind for the Wildcats, especially for Justin Fraterelli, who pushed Jonah Hill to an absolute thriller before eventually dropping a tough 3-set battle. However, there was a glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel. Sophomore Evan Anku stepped up, clinching a confident straight-set victory at number 6. It was his first-ever Big East win, a massive milestone for his development. Coach Adams hit the nail on the head afterward, noting that while the team had their chances, they struggled to maintain momentum and gave away too many free points. The takeaway: it is all about attention to detail when the pressure is at its peak. Now, Villanova shifts their eyes to the postseason, heading into the Big East tournament as the number 8 seed. Being the underdog can be a powerful position to play from. It allows you to play free and swing without that heavy weight of expectation. Whether they face St. John's or DePaul in the opening round, it will be a test of character. If they can embrace that nothing-to-lose mentality, we might just see a late-season surge in South Carolina. What do you think? Does an underdog status really give a team an edge, or does the pressure stay the same regardless of the seed? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep supporting our student journalists as we cover the grit and glory of campus sports. Stop what you are doing, because the IUP women's tennis team is officially turning heads and cementing their place among the elite. The NCAA has just dropped their first regional rankings for the Atlantic region, and you better believe the Crimson Hawks have earned their spot. Now, while the rankings are currently alphabetical, let's look at the real story here. It is the resume that counts. IUP isn't just showing up. They are taking names, boasting impressive wins over ranked powerhouses like Charleston and Slippery Rock. This team is firing on all cylinders, currently sitting on an incredible 11-match winning streak and holding a dominant 12-1 record within the region. It is that kind of consistency that separates the good from the great. The pressure is on, but this squad seems to be thriving under it. Looking ahead, the intensity only ramps up as they head into a massive senior day showdown this Saturday against Salem, another ranked opponent looking to test their mettle. If you have been sleeping on IUP tennis, it is time to wake up. These athletes are playing with a championship mindset that is impossible to ignore. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up with their run toward the postseason, and let me know in the comments. Do you think this winning streak will carry them all the way to the top? Sometimes, the most dangerous team is the one that simply refuses to lose.